Today we will be going over the permanent supply shocks in the ADAS model. So first I've drawn out our initial economy and I've labeled my X and Y axis with their respective labels. So we can see that the Y axis is P, which represents price. And then our X axis is Y, which represents output. And we know that the LRAS curve is vertical, the SRAS curve is upward sloping, and the AD curve is downward sloping, which gives us our equilibrium point of E1 with output as Y1 and price P1. So let's say there's a technological change and we need to graph how this would permanently affect the supply and the demand. So we know that a technological change affects the short run aggregate supply curve, and this is a positive thing if the technology is advancing. So we're going to shift our SRAS curve to the right, and I'm going to label this as SRAS2. And we know that everything that shifts the SRAS will also shift the LRAS. So the LRAS would also shift rightwards. And this would give us LRAS2. So now we're given a new intersection point, and we can notice that this is at a lower price level and the output has increased. So we can conclude that firms are ramping up their production, so unemployment temporarily falls in the short run. So I'm also just going to write that our Y2 output is greater than Y1 and our price 2 is less than our price 1. So now let's think about this in the long run and how it would affect the supply. So since the LRAS and the SRAS both shift to the right, we can also conclude that the AD curve will also shift rightwards. And this is because since there's more output in the economy in the long run, we know that demand will also follow with that. So over time, the economy adjusts fully to the new output. And since the AD curve shifts, we can notice an increase in wages and investments. And again, this is just because we're in the long run and prices are not sticky. So we're at a new equilibrium point of E2.